math, we are going to learn how to solve one-step subtraction problems below 100 and identify patterns in basic subtraction facts. So we're going to start doing that by practicing a word problem about Dolly. So this says, I was sitting on my couch watching Dolly as she stole her treat bag off the counter. I decided to let her have the bag and watched her in amazement as she opened it with her teeth. She had collected so many treats. I counted the treats and there were 12. As I watched, Dolly nibbled away, eating 8 of the treats. Then, Dolly swept the remaining treats under the kitchen table and ran away. How can we figure out how many treats Dolly has left? So, what question am I wondering? So I'm wondering how many treats Dolly has left. And now I want to know how I can write an equation to match my story. So I'm going to go back to my word problem. I'm going to use my highlighter and I'm going to highlight some important facts in this word problem. So I was sitting on my couch watching Dolly as she stole her treat bag off the counter. Well, I don't need that to do an equation, so let's keep going. I decided to let her have the bag and watched her in amazement as she opened it with her teeth. I don't need that to make an equation either. She had collected so many treats. I counted the treats and there were 12. Okay, I'm going to need this sentence because now I know how many treats Dolly started with. She started with 12 treats. As I watched, Dolly nibbled away, eating 8 of the treats. Okay, now we know how many treats she ate. So she ate 8 treats. Then Dolly swept the remaining treats under the kitchen table and ran away. Okay, well let's go back here and let's write an equation. So we know that Dolly started out with 12 treats. Then she ate 8 of them. Okay, so you can solve this problem however you'd like, but you can draw a picture, you can solve it using mental math, however you need to do to solve the problem. I'm going to use a picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I'm just going to cross out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's an easy way to solve the equation. You might know 12 minus 8 equals 4 in your head, so that's fine too. And then I'm going to label it treats. My handwriting is not very good on here. Okay, 4 treats. All right, let's practice with another story problem. I looked outside and noticed that there were 2 dogs looking for Dolly through the window, each holding a bag of treats in their paws. They opened the bag of treats with their teeth, just like Dolly did. One dog had 8 treats. Another dog had 12 treats. I was thinking about the difference between the dog's pile of treats. I wondered how many more treats the dog with 12 treats had than the dog with 8 treats. Okay, well, I want to know what question am I wondering. So I'm wondering how many more treats did the dog with 12 treats had than the dog with 8 treats? Okay, and how can I write an equation? So let's go back and let's highlight some important parts in this story problem. So I looked outside and noticed there were 2 dogs looking for Dolly through the window, each holding a bag of treats in their paws. They opened the bag of treats with their teeth, just like Dolly did. Well, I don't really need that information. One dog had 8 treats. Okay, I need that. Another dog had 12 treats. Okay, I need that. I was thinking about the difference between the dog's pile of treats. I wondered how many more treats the dog with 12 treats had than the dog with 8 treats. So we know that how many more always means to subtract. So we can do, the first dog had 12 treats. minus 8 treats. And we should get the same answer, which is 4. 4. 4 more treats. Oops, sorry, my handwriting is not good on here. Okay, 4 more treats. Okay, so this wants us to reread the two stories, but we're not going to do that. I want to discuss what the difference is about the two problems. So let's just quickly look at it. This first one, Dolly started with 12 treats, and then she ate 8 of them, okay, and we got the answer of 4. In this one, we're talking about the difference. So we are comparing the dog with 12 treats and the dog with 8 treats, okay? So I want you to look at the phrase take away, which means remove, and find the difference means comparing. So in the first word problem, we were using a takeaway problem because we started with 12. We took away 8, or Dolly ate them, and then that's how we got our answer of 4. In the second word problem, we're using the word difference. So that means we are comparing the dog with 12 treats with the dog with 8 treats, okay, to find the difference. Okay, now we're going to look at this subtraction table, and this is kind of like your addition table. So, this says, what happens when you subtract 0 from any number? And it says, let's use the number rack, but we're not going to do that right now. So, 0 facts. If I have 0 minus 0, it's going to equal 0. If I have 1 and I don't take away any, it's going to equal 1. If I have 2 and I don't take away any, it's going to equal 2. So anything minus 0 is just going to be itself, okay? So let's practice the 0 facts. 5 minus 0 equals 5 because it's minus 0. And 8 minus 0 equals 8. These should be really easy. Okay, let's look at these count back facts. So these are kind of like count on facts, but they are count back facts. So how would you solve each of these problems? So I said yesterday I was a little bit confused with the count on facts. So I'm going to say that if it has 1, 2, or 3 in it, then it's going to be a count back fact. So 1 minus 1 equals 0, 2 minus 1 equals 1, 3 minus 1 equals 2. We can look here, 2 minus 2 equals 0. We can do, let's look at this one, 7 minus 3 equals 4. These are all count back facts because it either has 1, 2, or 3 in it. Okay, so let's practice some count back facts. So 5 minus 1 is going to equal 4. 7 minus 2 is going to equal 5. 9 minus 3, we can count back, 9. 8, 7, 6. 9 minus 3 equals 6. Okay, let's look at, these are called take all facts. So what happens when you subtract a number from itself? So if I subtract, let's see, I'll draw a picture for you. If I have 3 little dots and I want to take away 3 of them, so I'm going to cross out 1, 2, 3, then that means I have 0 left. So when you have an equation like 4 minus 4 or 3 minus 3 or maybe 10 minus 10, your answer is always going to be 0. Okay, so we can see all of our take all facts right here in purple. Okay, so let's practice some take all facts. So 4 minus 4 is 0. 17 minus 17 is also 0. Okay, the next type of fact we're going to talk about is the neighbor's fact. So what do you notice about these facts when you look at them in the number rack? And we don't have a number rack right now, but how can we solve these? So I'll draw a picture for you. So let's do 7 little dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I want to take away 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 1 left, so I'm going to put 1 is my answer here. Now let's do it with 7 minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I want to take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my answer is 2. Okay, so these are neighbors facts because it goes 1, 2. Okay, so let's look at some more. So let's look at our neighbors fact right here. So it says neighbors facts have numbers that are close to each other and in consecutive order. So 7 minus 6 is 1. 7 minus 5 is 2. Let's see, 7 minus 4 equals 3. Okay, so those are neighbors facts because they're in consecutive order. It goes 1, 2, 3, and those are all right here. Okay, let's look at take away 10 facts. So how can we solve these on the number rack? Again, we don't have the number rack. And why are they called take away 10? Well, if you look here, we're taking away 10. Pretty easy. So 12 minus 10 is going to equal 2. 15 minus 10 is going to equal 5. And 18 minus 10 is going to equal 8. So let's look at these on the subtraction chart. So take away 10 facts. They're right here. So we have 10 minus 10 is 0. 11 minus 10 is 1. 12 minus 10 is 2. 13 minus 10 is 3. 14 minus 10 is 4, and so on. They're right here. All right, let's look at back to 10 facts. So why are they called back to 10? Well, let's look. 14 minus 4. If I have 14 minus 4, it's going to equal 10. If I have 16 minus 6, it's going to equal 10. And if I have 19 minus 9, it's going to equal 10. So they are called back to 10 facts because the answers are always going to be 10. Okay, so let's look at it here. So back to 10 facts back to 10 facts are facts with a difference of 10. Okay, and you can see those right here. Okay. All right, we're going to go here to our practice page. So this is daily practice together, page 8 in your Bridges workbook. I'm going to have a Google slide for you to turn this in. Okay, so you're going to turn in 2 pieces of paper today. You're going to turn in this subtraction fact practice, page 8, and then you're going to turn in another page, and I will show you that one after. So this is pretty easy. You're going to solve the 0 facts, solve these count back facts, solve these take all facts, and solve these neighbors facts, and then you have a word problem down here. Okay, so you should be able to solve those facts, and let's go over this worksheet with you, the word problem. So Jessica has 16 marbles. That's probably something we're going to need to know. 9 marbles roll under her bed. Okay, that's probably something we need to know. How many marbles does Jessica still have in front of her? Okay, well, she started with 16. 9 rolled under her bed. Okay. Oops. So 16 minus 9 equals blank, and you can fill that in. Okay, so once again, this will be on a Google. You're going to turn this slide in. Another one today that you're going to turn in is called Addition Fact Practice. Okay, this is page 5 in your workbook, in your Bridges workbook. Okay, so you are going to complete the Make 10 facts right here. You're going to solve the doubles facts. You're going to solve the doubles plus or minus 1 facts. Explain how you can use double facts to solve each of the following. Okay, is the sum of 0 and any number always even, always odd, or sometimes even and sometimes odd? Okay, explain. Okay, so the sum of 0 and any number, so that would be like 6 plus 0 equals 6, and that's an even number. But then I can have 5 plus 0 equals 5, and that's an odd number. Okay? And then you're going to write an equation that can represent this picture. So you have 6 on the top, and I know that because all my red beads are right here, and then I have 1 white bead. So 6, and then I have 5, 6, 7, 8 on the bottom. Okay? All right, if you have any questions with this, let me know. Again, you're going to submit both of these assignments today, so you have 2 assignments to submit. This one is Subtraction Fact Practice. It's page 8 in your Bridges workbook. And this one is Addition Fact Practice, and it's page 5 in your Bridges notebook. If you have any questions, please let me know.